When I got married for the first time, all of the old men, and I say old, they were like 40. They gave me this advice, and they said, "Look, if you get in a fight with your wife, rather than make the fight worse, go for a walk. Go to a local restaurant, go to a movie, decompress. Don't exacerbate this fight by locking yourself in the same house and just keeping it going over and over and over again." And I actually thought this was really, really good advice. Taking that break, taking that breather, and then coming back together really allows you to gain some perspective. Yeah, none of the old people knew about the pandemic apparently, because now I can't go to a restaurant, I can't go to a movie, I can't even go to the mall. I suppose I could go for a walk around the block, but I'm a redhead. I don't like to go outside. So the question becomes, how do we handle these trivial, they are trivial things in the age of the coronavirus pandemic, because we can't do any of those things. And I've got some ideas. Now, I want to say first, they're not great ideas because the limitations are, well, limiting. But create some private space. Find a room in your house that you declare just the adults' room. Find a space in the house that you declare just your wife's space, or just your roommate's space, or just your husband's space, or just your spouse's space, and then go there and work this out ahead of time. Say to your spouse or your roommate or your children, when you're all not annoyed, "Hey, we're doing this new rule. When mommy is in this room, don't knock. When daddy is in this room, don't knock. When your wife is in this room, don't knock. When you're in the room, wives, don't knock." And declare that to be like private space. I hate to say pretend all of the carpet is lava, but we might be there. We might be to the point where we have to pretend that all the carpet is lava, and you have to stay on the couch and I have to stay at the table, and we can't talk to one another. I do think that it's a good idea. It's not the greatest idea, but hey, look around. We're not in the greatest of times. But I think that this will really save a lot of sanity, because the core piece is taking that time. It's de-escalating. It's coming down from the emotional response. It's letting your guard down. It's stopping to be defensive. It's halting that argument for just a moment and then stretching that moment and gaining perspective. That's what's going to keep us sane and keep us from attacking our loved ones unnecessarily. Before the pandemic, we did that with all of the ways that I mentioned, but those ways aren't available. So let's get creative. If you have to turn your back bedroom into a speakeasy to make it work, hey, when in Rome. My name is Gabe Howard, and I am a peer supporter out of Ohio. And I wrote the book, Mental Illness is an Asshole, which you can grab at gabehoward.com. It's a cool book. I'm going to dig it out in the most inefficient of ways, but please grab it. Mental Illness is an Asshole on gabehoward.com. Look how thick that book is. These are brought to you by a grant from the National Alliance on Mental Illness Tennessee. I hope that you will check them out on their website.